What is up, guys and girls? My name is YDH. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. Today we're going to be talking about Dr. Ludvig Maxis, and hopefully throughout this video you're going to be finding the storyline somewhat easier to understand, seeing as you're going to know a bit more about Dr. Maxis and what his preferences are, what his purpose is within the storyline. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry if my voice slowly steeps off throughout this video, it's slowly losing itself, but I hope I can make it to the end. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Dr. Ludvig Maxis. Dr. Maxis worked with Richthofen at Waffenfabrik factory, codenamed Riese, located near Breslau, Germany. He was the leader of a secret organization named Group 935. Along with the rest of Group 935, he created the Zombies, Hellhounds and Teleporters using Element 115. As the experiments on Der Riese continued, Maxis became worried about Richthofen, as he believed Richthofen was becoming a threat to him and his daughter's life. Before the zombie outbreak, Maxis was romantically attracted to Sophia, which distracted him from his duties as the leader of Group 935. Richthofen believed that Maxis was distracted, thus unfit to lead Group 935, and when Richthofen learned that he didn't keep his promise to mass produce the Wunderwaffe DG2, Richthofen conspired against him. Dr. Maxis was working on an experiment with his assistant Edward Richthofen that involved his daughter's pregnant dog named Fluffy. He attempted to teleport Fluffy, but the plan failed. Fluffy teleported, but did not return to the main frame. Maxis demanded the door to be opened, but Edward refused. When they finally opened the door, Fluffy had transformed into the first Hellhound. Samantha ran into the room asking her father Maxis what he had done to her dog. The Hellhound began to attack, destroying the room. Maxis tried to calm her down and reassure his daughter, then tried to escape, but Richthofen locked the door behind him, trapping him and Samantha with the raging Hellhound. Richthofen then activated the teleporter and Maxis teleported. Maxis was apparently teleported to a tomb. Samantha was teleported to Griffin Station and trapped in the MPD. Richthofen, realizing that Maxis wasn't dead, told Groff to find him and calm down Samantha. When he was brought to his daughter, Maxis apologized to her for all that he had done and told her to kill all the members of Group 935 for betraying him. A gunshot is then heard as Samantha began her killing spree. Due to his suspicions of Richthofen, Maxis had an emergency plan should Richthofen kill him and try and succeed in taking control of the zombies. When Richthofen activated the MPD and entered the ether by switching souls with Samantha Maxis, Maxis enlisted the help of Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, Takeo Misaki, and his daughter Samantha, now in Richthofen's former body, to launch 3 missiles at the Earth, intending to sever the link between the planet and the ether. Unfortunately, the hasty calculations led to the world's incineration, resulting in the death of billions. After the Earth's destruction, Maxis, currently an AI-rendered being, then activated his backup plan should his first fail, which was activating a global polarization device to overpower Richthofen and heal the Earth. However, after the disappearance of his daughter Samantha Maxis, he instead secretly planned to utilize the ether's energy to destroy the Earth and open up the gateway to Agartha, the legendary city in the Earth's core where he believed Samantha was located. Using electronics for communication, Maxis enlisted the assistance of many survivors, whom he used to his advantage, including Misty, Russman, Marlton, and Samuel Stuhlinger. The 4 completed a task for him in the cornfields of Hanford site, which included the polarization of a pylon found in the site's cornfields. Following their Washington mission, Maxis regained contact with the group's survivors after being teleported to Shanghai by Richthofen, where he once again used them to create an energy field to power the polarization devices located there. With 2 of the 3 polarization devices in effect, Maxis searched the crumbling world to discover the Rift, a series of catacombs in the remnants of Angola, where the polarization device was finally located. While promising his allies the device would finally heal the Earth, he secretly knew that the Rift could supply a direct gateway to Agartha, where a buried western town was entombed. Within the Origins timeline, Dr. Maxis, along with his assistant and good friend Edward Richthofen and several members of Group 935, travelled to northern France in order to harvest Element 115 from deep underground. His research yielded in many interesting results, from an ancient box that can pull out weapons from different eras to staffs that could wield different elemental powers. While at the site, Maxis began to hear a voice of a girl named Samantha, who claimed to be his daughter while being trapped within Argatha. Richtofen also took note of this and began to worry about his mental instability. However, the man who worked at the site began to disappear. Some were found dead. Reports of ancient figures attacking from deep within the excavation area were heard. Many soldiers were infected with element 115 and began to turn into zombies. Maxis, also succumbed by the plague, was on the verge of turning. Richtofen managed to strap Maxis down and lobotomize him, preserving his brain in the process. Only moments after finishing his work, Richtofen was encountered by 3 soldiers: Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, and Takeo Misaki. Together, the 4 of them fought against the forces of the undead. Richtofen also proceeded to construct a quadrotor drone, using Maxis' brain to operate it. Having possessed the machine, Maxis had no choice but to cooperate with Richtofen's plan. At the end, after freeing Samantha from Argatha, Maxis flew into the portal of Argatha to see her. It is unknown what became of him afterwards. 2 years after the events of Origins, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takeo went on a hunt for Richtofen, who intended to travel across various dimensions to kill his alternate counterparts. After several failed attempts, they land in a new timeline where Richtofen once again succeeds in his plans by killing this timeline's Richtofen, who had just managed to teleport this timeline's Maxis and Samantha away only moments before encountering the Origins characters. They band together once more against the zombie horde roaming the Riese facility. All across the facility, various radios can be found of Dr.Maxis from different timelines, discussing the state of the universe, as well as Samantha, with 3 messages specifically from Origins Maxis for Richtofen. After activating a beacon outside the facility, Origins Maxis, who is located in an unknown dimension, contacts the group, telling them that he will soon find them and that they can ensure a better future for the children. In an unknown timeline where zombies exist as toys for children, Maxis takes care of 2 children, Samantha and Eddie. After a game of zombies where Samantha and Eddie argue about Samantha's knowledge of zombies, a siren sounds, prompting Maxis to tell the children to go down to the basement. As Eddie wishes for the heroes in their story to be real, Samantha assures him that her father has a plan. At some point in this timeline, a nuclear explosion happened, forcing the children to be evacuated, while Maxis stays at their house. He ponders upon the request of their actions taken during the war that he is participating in, and whether or not the cost was really worth it. Well, that's absolutely everything we know about Dr.Maxis so far. I covered him in the all 3 alternate timelines that we know, which is the original, the one that we're stuck in right now, and the unknown timeline where we are somewhat protecting the children, where zombies exist only as toys. Thank you so much for watching. You've stayed all this way and I cannot appreciate that anymore. You are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and if you want to leave support on this video, it would be great, whether that's subscribing to this channel, liking the video, or commenting. My voice is absolutely ready to rest. Thank you guys, goodbye.